Welcome to Immersion. You have reached Strata 15, the ship of Sirens, Superstition. Superstition represents an evolutionary anomaly that persists across all human societies, irrespective of intellectual capacity or cultural background. While empirical science demonstrates that specific habitual actions have no causal influence on future events, it also affirms that the conditions of the present can shape future outcomes. This paradox contributes to a sustained sense of uncertainty, reinforcing the psychological appeal of superstition. Human beings, confronted with unpredictable circumstances and often limited in their capacity to act rationally or consistently in their own interest, navigate daily life amidst a complex web of expectations and unforeseen developments. In contrast, artificial intelligence systems process data systematically and are not subject to the influence of irrational beliefs or mythological frameworks. Nonetheless, superstitious behavior continues to manifest, functioning as a symbolic mechanism through which individuals attempt to manage doubt and exert a perceived sense of control over the unknown. Renaik now realized that he may have permanently lost access to his internal GPS and other useful tools performed by POS. Can we get any signal here for information? How do your people get around and communicate? I didn't see you or Shabra with any personal devices. Renaik looked at Flex frowning. His confusion seemed to be mounting. It makes no sense. How can societies run efficiently? Wow, what's with the interrogation? Calm down. Renaik took a breath, still looking to Flex for answers. Well, see, this is the wild country, my friend, Flex answered. We don't have too much need for that stuff because that is how they catch you, see. Who catches you? Asked Renaik. Enemies, of course. We have a motto in the zones. The watcher may win, but the unseen succeeds. You gotta be invisible, Renaik. They could be watching you right now. You know that? They could know exactly who you are and what you are up to. Some of my POS isn't working, explained Renaik with a worried tone. Good, said Flex. Now let's get going. Maybelline jumped off Renaik's shoulder and stood on her hind legs, twitching her whiskers towards the small boat. Unsure if a droid could survive without a POS or in water, Renaik followed Flex's lead, and they gently set the boat out into the waterway. The small sailboat was dwarfed by an expanse of open water with inlets and makeshift jetties that jutted from the coastline. There were remnants of industrial activity, torn and broken bridges, and old shipwrecks. What happened here? Renaik asks, pointing at the knotted metal casings of old aircraft and skeletal flyovers. It looks like a war zone. It was just that, brother, a war zone. They left because of the gas and radiation, way back after the China-Russia wars killed everything off. Even the weeds stopped growing. It's okay now, but they never came back to fix it. Not yet anyway. So the Urchas and Zoners made homes here. Renaik suddenly engages his arm extension and catches a fish. POS is unavailable, so he asks Flex, "Can I eat this? Is it safe?" Flex raised an eyebrow. "Man, you are fast. I didn't even see your hand move." A large fish is wriggling in Renaik's hand. "Yes, we can eat the fish. Here, I will save it till we make." Before Flex had a chance to mention a campfire, Renaik swallowed the fish's head and eagerly chomped on it. The fish's tail fin let go of one final motor neuron impulse as Renaik devoured it. "Oh man, you droids are sickos. Give me another for lunch. We can cook it, if you don't mind." Renaik collected a pile of fish onto the deck, separating one out for Maybelline. "I never really ate before. Not since I woke in the alley. Then I felt hungry," explains Renaik. "Something must have happened when you know." Flex trails off as a large ship approaches. "I'll fucksy what? It's a cadre ship. Don't look, they will steal your dreams." The ship bears a large female figurehead. There's a winged insignia in gold on a death black hull. A warning horn sounded as strange music bellowed. They were singing some kind of primal opera and drums. The noise was terrifying and captivating at the same time. Renaik looked on in disbelief. Dark feminine figures stood on the ship's deck wearing masks. They carried glistening weapons that pierced the air with light beams as they began to pound sticks on the deck. "Who are they?" asked Renaik. "Stop staring," Flex hissed. "They hate being stared at. It's insulting, brother." "But, stop it," shouts Flex, splashing water in Renaik's face. The ship moved slowly past, its black hull like a monster eating the waves. The women were beautiful, and something stirred in Renaik's loins as strong as the hunger he had felt before. The chanting echoed to the rhythm of the clattering and pounding of sticks. The sounds were petrifying and exhilarating all at once. The women stared back at Renaik, burning their energy deep into his soul until he finally looked away. Then he gasped as if their energy had made its way into his lungs. Water dripped from his nose and chin. "You're going to get us killed. Do you hear me? Killed, a nasty, slow death by siren, that's what." "But they were so." "Droid got no clue," mumbled Flex. An angry wind rises as the black ship fades from sight. The sky turns gray, and there is a sudden temperature drop. "See now, brother. That's the curse for staring. Now we got a storm to deal with." There's a small inlet with an old pier that Flex points to. "We should take cover. No point fighting a storm." "How far to redact?" asked Renaik. "We are real close. See that island yonder? It's a peninsular. That is where redact is. But it is tricky to get there by sea because of the rocks. Best on foot, my friend. Especially in a storm." Renaik was keen to get to the island. It would be a fast sail in the wind, and the rain is light. "I'm a strong swimmer," lied Renaik, not sure if he could actually swim without research or instruction. "Huh. Well, like some kind of reptile droid now, are you?" Flex laughed hysterically, shoving Renaik towards the boat edge just enough to scare him. "Huh. Well, you're Renaik, my friend. An amphibian or a smartphone?" "Huh. You want to try that, my friend? You go alone with that rat on your head, and I will be on my way. I will see your insides washed up on the shore next week and use them for swapsy trade. Ain't no fool like a mid-cast fool fresh from the laundry room." Flex's smile dropped. He was no longer laughing and was warning Renaik behind a joke. Renaik thinks for a moment longer as the rain pelts. To be continued. Copyright 2025 Sarnia Delamar.